because he always used to act like defenders.
I think it's like
people deluded. I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. Come on.
Thank you very much for tuning in, people. People deluded. I'm back again. First things first, I hope you're doing well and safe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. Happy New Year, and then, for you lot people, I hope 2023 is elite. Obviously, Arsenal and Newcastle have just drawn, but in relation to this vid, we might as well see what's kicking in the latest transfer news, as it looks like Mudryk gears closer to joining Arsenal or Chelsea, depending on the reports you read, people. Please make sure you're smashing the like button, you're commenting, you're subscribing, and all of that good stuff. Allow me to share, pardon me, my screen, people. I'm still so frustrated about Arsenal versus Newcastle because we should have had a penalty, if I'm completely honest with you. But nonetheless, why Arsenal are desperate to wrap up Mudryk transfer quickly as key progress made in talks. Arsenal are working hard to wrap up a deal for Shakhtar Donetsk winger Mudryk before they play Tottenham and Manchester United this month. We'll be playing Spurs after we play next Monday against Oxford. The Gunners have made an improved offer for Mudryk, believed to be close to 60 million, after making him their top January transfer target. After having an opening bid of around 55 million rejected over Christmas, Arsenal now have crucially offered to pay Shakhtar more of the fee up front, with the structure of payments set to be key to getting a deal for the Ukraine international over the line. Shakhtar publicly stated they want 85 million for Mudryk, but the clubs are in regular dialogue and it's hoped a compromise can be reached. Mudryk is keen on a move to the Emirates and personal terms are not expected to be an issue. Make sure you're checking out my YouTube playlist and all my other content, people. I had Zora London, or Andrew of Zora London, where he's a Ukrainian football expert. I asked him on when he thinks, if he thinks the Mudryk deal's to happen, Mudryk's strengths and weaknesses, and all the rest of it regarding Mudryk. That has been uploaded on my YouTube channel. At the time of making this vid, it's 10:08 p.m. on the 3rd of January. I think that came out 4 p.m. this same day, so it should have been out for a couple of hours. Make sure you're commenting and subscribing. The 21-year-old, who is preparing for Shakhtar's mid-season trip to Turkey next week, has posted on social media to show himself watching Arsenal's 2 games, as we've heard, people. And once again, Mikel Arteta previously said, we knew the importance of getting players early in the summer, and that is the same what we want to do in January. This is idealistic. Sometimes it's not realistic. But obviously, if you ask my opinion, as quick as possible, we want the players in to get settled. Can't begrudge him. Arsenal and Shakhtar are continuing negotiations today, and at present, no other club is in formal talks for Mudryk. The Gunners are one of a number of clubs who have also been offered the chance to sign João Felix on loan from Atletico, but they are being put off by the cost of a potential deal for the 21-year-old. We've allegedly heard 21 million euros for the loan. Long-term, Arsenal want to bolster their squad further by signing a left-sided centre-back and a new midfielder, people. So we'll have to see exactly what's going on in that regards, people. Keeping up the theme with that, Chelsea rumours won't go away. Chelsea to step up Mudryk push, people, and also they're looking to get Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea will step up attempts to hijack Arsenal's bid for Mudryk by holding talks with Shakhtar Donetsk over the winger on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Arsenal are leading the race to sign Mudryk after a second offer of 44.2 plus add-ons, but Chelsea are understood to be interested in the Ukrainian international, and it's understood negotiations are moving in the right way. So that could just be aimed at putting pressure at Arsenal to accelerate. There could be an element of legitimacy in Chelsea going for him. Chelsea could hijack and convince Mudryk, or should Arsenal fail to get this over the line, Chelsea are ready to act, where it looks like they're getting Enzo Fernandez, the youth from Monaco, etc. Talks are due to continue with Shakhtar Donetsk's director of football, Dario Sana, in London. It remains to be seen whether Chelsea would be attractive to Mudryk, who appears to have his heart set on Arsenal. However, Shakhtar have been holding out for 85 million, and Arsenal are yet to go that high. Chelsea could muscle in by offering more money. They're also continuing their pursuit of Enzo Fernandez, people. So we'll see how that one develops. Keeping up this. Once again, Arsenal are having further transfer talks after making an improved offer for Shakhtar Donetsk winger Mudryk. We saw an initial £55 million offer turned down, but are keen to negotiate a price as they look to strengthen Mikel Arteta's title push in January. Mudryk is determined to come to England and has made it clear he wants to join Arsenal, who are now trying to make a breakthrough with Shakhtar with extra add-ons and an increased deal on the table. as you saw today against Newcastle, we need collective options on the bench. There was no Reece Nelson. There was no Reece Nelson, no Smith Rowe, no Mudryk. Arteta didn't make a single offensive change. We look better to see out games with Tomiyasu holding El Nene. And I'm probably missing out one off the bench versus tried and untested raw youngsters like academy prospects to a certain degree and the young Marquinhos. He's determined to come to England. He made it clear he wants to join. We all know we need depth anyways. We wanted this sort of position in the summer. With Jesus' injury, that's just accelerated things. While a whole host of other European clubs would like to secure Mudryk's signature, the Gunners remain in pole position, and the player himself dropped a hint of his desire to make the move on New Year's Eve by labelling Arteta a top coach. This chief executive of Shakhtar said talks for Mudryk are on. We receive offers, but not the ones we would like to see on our table. I'll speak again to Arsenal. So yes, we are open to discussing fees and ideas. If we agree, then let it be so. If we will not, then let it be another time. Now, literally in 5 minutes, I'll have a new phone call conversation with Arsenal for the Mudryk deal. So we'll have to see, people, with regards to what happens with Mudryk, people. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Arsenal's £62 million target. Mudryk told people on holiday in Dubai that he expected to end up at the Emirates, and the Shakhtar star has already agreed personal terms on a 5-year deal with Mikel Arteta's Gunners, people. So it seems that he's there, really. He was spotted in Dubai mid-December at the same time as Mikel Arteta's Arsenal side. So, yeah, if he said that initially on top of all his social media antics, the latest being not actually this, the latest being him, uploading stuff after Brighton. He's uploaded stuff. He's giving interviews. He's liking things on Instagram. He's doing the most, people, really and truly. So hopefully we get over the line in that regard. Once again, Chelsea make last ditch bid to hijack Arsenal's January transfer for Mudryk, people. We'll have to see what's going on. Despite the Gunners having already agreed personal terms over a 5-year deal worth 120k a week with Mudryk, Chelsea are set to enter the fray, having already started discussions. If the Blues agree to meet the asking price around 60 million with another 20 million add-ons and offer better terms than the Gunners, they could pip him. I mean, if he want, after being this convinced, if he wants to sign for Chelsea, I'd say let him, really. Again, Chelsea collectively are not shining. If you let Eddie Howe, if you let Graham Potter work his magic, it might look a bit different. But you look at Arsenal, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, the list keeps going on about players that are thriving in an attacking team. Chelsea looks a bit turbulent. Ziyech, Werner left, but Ziyech, Havertz, Sterling, Hudson-Odoi, who's gone out on loan and counting pre-assists, Aubameyang. They're all good players and they could all succeed, but not a single attacking player is thriving. So if you want to go to Chelsea, you'll be going for the wrong reasons. Not to discredit the project Chelsea could offer and Graham Potter, but it is what it is, really. And I think they're just putting pressure on us to get this deal done. Apparently, crucially, the North Londoners remain confident a deal can be struck this month and are pushing to agree personal terms before Shakhtar travel to Turkey next week for a training camp, people. So we'll have to see exactly how that goes on. Ben Jacobs has said Mudryk wants Arsenal and there's optimism and agreement will be reached for well under Shakhtar's 100 million euros public valuation. Arsenal's second bid for just under 70 million euros is still being assessed. There's still likely to be verbal back and forth to finesse it. Shakhtar want more up front. Although Chelsea's interest in Mudryk is genuine, Chelsea know the deal remains in Arsenal's control, but Shakhtar welcome any dialogue since it might help drive the price up, especially if Chelsea do what they did with Rafinha and make a healthy offer. Arsenal have never wanted to pay more than 70 to 75 million euros. Shakhtar are looking for around 55 million euros up front. Chelsea have other priorities, but as is normal in a fast window like January, are keeping across the situation in case an opportunity presents itself. Fair enough. What more can you say in that regard? That's fair. Really and truly. So there you kind of have it in that regards. What else is being said? Dharma Chef of Sky Sports, negotiations are continuing over the size of the fee, but perhaps more significantly, the structure of payments of that fee. One source told us Arsenal are prepared to pay a fee closer to Shakhtar's valuation, but still no agreement. Sources close to the deal are beginning to think that both clubs will find a resolution so that Mudryk will become an Arsenal player. Shakhtar value him at around 85 million. Arsenal are working hard to try and find a compromise, people. And you can kind of see that reflected there. And he was apparently training, allegedly in England and in a hotel. Again, I don't know if you lot believe in this social media antics. I'm just showing it for you lot, people. Man are saying he's local. So that might mean he's ready to do his medical, really and truly. And as you can see, Twitter's a weird place. I remember people tracking Isaac's car and getting 2 and 2 and making $1 million. So it all depends what you read and where you read it, people. And once again, Arsenal looking to sweep for Arthur Melo from Liverpool. Lol. Saka's contract has been automatically triggered for another year, as we know. We're eyeing up an improved offer for Mudryk. Allegedly, we're looking at Brighton and Ecuador midfielder Moses Caicedo. Juventus are hoping to include Arthur Melo in a deal for Gabriel. Well, after he played today, that's a myth. We have been linked with Rabiot, and allegedly we lead the race for such people. So, yeah, it is what it is. We've been linked with Skriniar. Whether you believe these things, I'll leave it with you. But in relation to the transfer news tonight, that's all we've got. If there's anything to react to, you know I'll be here in the morning for you lot. So check out the YouTube playlist. Make sure you're commenting, subscribing, turning on your notifications. Most importantly, stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.
There's always that